back to New York every time. There's been a lot of really incredible, really awesome, really absurd, really weird things that this city represents for me. And, I remember back in 2008, as excited as I was for a myriad of different reasons in 2008, I remember the day the record came out, that first our single.
That's when I met you. That's right.
I got to take a picture of the Virgin Megastore.
Yeah.
And had this giant billboard with my face on it.
Yeah. We were here.
And I got to take a picture of that and send it to my family and very importantly, my older brother Adam. The backstory being, for those of you that don't know, so while I was on Idol in 08, my older brother Adam was in Terre Haute, Indiana, going through his, at that time, I think 11th year of a brain tumor. And while I don't wish that on anybody, I was weirdly thankful. In the context of it allowed me to have some perspective on this fishbowl experience that was being in LA and being on TV and having people like me, I guess. Thank you. So I get off the show, and immediately it's a million miles a minute. It's going on the Idol tour. And while you're doing that, you're going to be flying back and forth and making a record. And on your off days on the tour where you're not recording, you're going to be writing for that record. You get off the tour, finish the record, single comes out, record comes out, so it's all the promo associated with that. So all of a sudden, we're at the beginning of 2009, and it's time to go on the road. So I spent the entire year of 2009 on tour, having an absolute blast. I'm on the road with my friends, playing to way more people than I was playing to before. In fact, I'm pretty sure every crowd I had for the first 10 years I played before Idol could fit in this room.
Aww.
That's not an all thing, it's a fact thing. But in the middle of that tour, my brother died. And I'm not up here to tell anybody what the right or wrong way to deal with loss is, because I think it's completely dependent on what person's dealing with it. I did the exact wrong thing for me. I did not stop. I didn't even cancel, I rescheduled one show for my brother's funeral. And other than that, it was business as usual. And I thought, in the moment, this is perfect. I can stay busy, I can have a purpose every day, and I can process it as I go. Only that didn't happen. And got off the road, and it was time to write another record. And I quickly figured out that I was a fucking mess. I couldn't see 5 feet in front of my face to figure out that I was not dealing with it at all. So I go into these writing sessions, and the songs are terrible, dark, and I don't want anybody to hear them ever. But it just, I couldn't pull my head out of the sand enough to have that perspective to be like, I need to talk to somebody. So we went through it. 7, 8, 9 months of writing for this record. I think we totaled 86 or 87 songs, something like that. Most of them dog shit. You laugh, but dog shit. So towards the end of the process, I had written with everybody that I knew as a fan. I'd written with like Rain Maida from Marlene Peace, I'd written with Ryan Tedder, I'd written with all these people that I looked up to and didn't have really anything that I felt super strong about. So I sit down with two of my really good friends to this day, guys that were in my band at the time, Andy Skibb and Neil Teenan. And Andy starts on a piano, starts playing this piano progression, and for some reason, just the stars aligned, and it just felt like the time to purge. Felt like the time to get over the hump. And I believe that that happened the way that it did because there was no pretense. I was in a room with friends. And as I've gotten older, I've started to realize the importance that Andy and Neil played being in that room. Not just as co-writers, but as friends, as people that I could open up to. And so that was 28, I was 28 years old at the time, 27, something like that. Well, now I'm 35, I'll turn 36 in a month or so. Shut up. I acknowledge that what Andy and Neil did that day for me was they gave of themselves. They gave love. And I'm sure some of it has to do with getting to do a show this year like Kinky Boots and the message behind that show. But in a climate, not even politically, but just in a human being climate of just, fuck me, no, fuck you. It's, you have no idea what you mean to somebody. A handshake, a smile, a kind word can save somebody's day, can save somebody's week, their month, their life. And so as you go out tonight after the show, and you continue to live your life, if you take anything away from tonight other than some really stupid jokes, give love. This is the song that saved my life. This is Goodbye to the Girl.
world.